sex, lawsuits, plastic surgery? We're going to get into it next. Let's get it. Welcome. First of all, welcome. This is Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm your host, Bruce Anthony, here to lead the conversation in important events and topics that are shaping today's society. Join the conversation and follow us wherever you get your audio podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for our video podcasts and YouTube exclusive content. Rate, review, like, comment, share. Share with your friends, share with your family. Hell, even share with your enemies. On today's episode, it's a Sibling Happy Hour. I'm here with my sister, Jay Andrea. We're going to be dilly-dadding a little bit. Then we're going to be bringing back the segment News Roundup. And then we're going to be talking about Quirky questions. That's enough of the intro. Let's get to the show. What else, sis? I can't call it. Before we get into it, I want to give the audience a little update about what's going on. So, this episode is airing June the 27th. We won't be releasing another original content until July 11th. We're taking a little break, okay? Because my birthday and the 4th of July, my sister's in grad school. I'm tired. We're going to take a little break. Just a little break. But, dig this here. We're still going to have the YouTube exclusives, right? So go jump on the YouTube page, holler at the YouTube exclusives. And then on the July, I think it would be whatever that Tuesday is, the 7th, we're going to be releasing an episode that's going to be behind the scenes of the last 2 episodes of Sibling Happy Hour that we did, and a little bit of the after hours uncensored. And the reason being is because we're about to be monetized. So there's going to be a tier system on our YouTube page where you can join a membership, a couple of different memberships, and you can get that exclusive content. We're going to be giving you a little test. And we're going to make it easy because now, instead of having to go to Patreon, they have all these other different apps that you got to go through. You can just go straight to your YouTube page, join the membership, and enjoy all that content because it'll be on that YouTube page. So that's what's going on. Oh, by the way, you're going to start to see ads on the YouTube videos. Please watch the ads. I know nobody wants to watch commercials, but that's how we make money. So please watch the ads. Don't skip them. Do not skip them. Or get YouTube Premium. Yeah, or get YouTube Premium because we still get paid out for that. But if you don't have YouTube Premium, do not skip the ads. Don't be like, well, it's just me skipping the ad. Because then everybody's going to say, well, it's just me. And then everybody's skipping the ads. Just, the ads ain't that long. They not that long. Okay? It's not that bad. Just watch it, please. Please and thank you. So that's what's going on. But Jay, what's going on with you?
It's hot.
Man, look, you ain't said nothing but the truth.
Shoot. It was almost 100 degrees outside today.
It was over 100 degrees up here yesterday.
It sounded like
I don't know what that is.
You know, it's just when you're in the South and it's hot and you hear that harmonica playing. And you just hear that harmonica, you see the chain gang, and it's a that's how it feels outside.
Yeah, no, it's hot. And you know what?
It's hot.
I haven't been going outside except for just to go to the gym, which is basically across the street.
Mm-hmm.
I know, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have any updates about that couple in the gym that may or may not be having an affair because I ain't seen them.
What's going on? What's the deal?
I don't know. I want to know.
I'm literally waiting for the answer.
I don't know what the answer is, and I've been going the same times, and they ain't been coming around. So I'm a little frustrated.
Yeah.
A little perturbed.
We need some closure.
I definitely need some closure for my messiness.
Yeah.
I had an interesting conversation today with one of my friends.
Okay.
We were just talking about music, and I don't know how. I brought up the fact that if you go away for a little while and then try to come back with something new, like a musician, I'm not going to rock with you anymore. Like, I need you to do the old stuff. I need the hits. I don't like
No,
no
yeah.
experimentation, which is
We
horrible for
talked
artists.
about that with the it is. They don't get an opportunity to grow at all.
No.
And I'm so sorry. But we were talking about this with Music Soul Child. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, when he was Music Soul Child, he was giving us, you know, that neo soul realness. Then he chopped off the Soul Child. It was just music and it was pop. And I was like, I don't like this. And then his last album, Victims and Villains, he went back to the Music Soul Child roots, and it's amazing album.
Okay.
I love it.
Well, the reason
Yes.
why I had a whole segment, not a whole segment, he was part of a segment of why I did not care about Lil Wayne's new release. He's been gone for too long. I do not care.
Yeah.
And then as we're going down the line, my friend was like, well, who would you care? Who was some of your favorite artists? I was like, Michael actually didn't take a break. It just felt like he took a break, and I wasn't really feeling none of his work. But
Michael
Jackson.
Michael.
I mean, Michael.
You can't just say Michael.
Who else? What other artist gets
I mean,
one name?
I honestly thought we were talking about, you know, modern artists.
No, I'm talking about artists that I enjoyed in my lifetime because I'm about to turn 45.
Michael never went away. He was always dropping
Well,
albums.
maybe he just went away in my eyes. Maybe I just stopped paying attention.
Yeah.
But I said Jodeci could come back right now. And I'd be like, nah, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. And then my friend said, you know, they lost me when they went from JoJo and KC. And I was like, that was a real shift. Because if you think about it, the after show, their second album came out in like 95 or 96. And then JoJo and KC came out like a year later. If you go to Forever My Lady, which came out in like 91, and then the show, I think the show, the after party and all that came out in 94, 95. And then JoJo and KC. There are major leaps.
I really need you to say KC and JoJo because that's the order in which the group was.
I don't care about KC. It is all JoJo all the time.
Yes, but KC is the main.
Is the main what?
He's the voice. He's the voice we know.
Wait a minute. Am I getting them confused?
You definitely are. KC, the raspy voice.
Oh,
the little.
Yes,
the older brother, I think. But
no. Okay, JoJo's the one that looks like a frog.
That's still pretty rough. JoJo is the thick one.
What?
JoJo's the thick, bald one.
Oh, I thought that was KC. No, you are absolutely right. Wow, I'm tripping.
KC is the little skinny one.
Ladies and gentlemen, truth be told, for real, I'm a huge Jodeci fan, even though it doesn't come off as that right now. But the point I was trying to make is they came out with Forever My Lady that had some ballads. It was some sex stuff in there, but it was really ballads, and it was Puffy all over that, right?
Yes,
The after show was basically a porno soundtrack. Right? Freaking You is like the main song on there.
Yeah.
And there's two versions of Freaking You. And the second version is like 7 minutes. And then my friend said it was like, it's like 2 minutes of just porn sounds in that song too. I was like, yes. Then they go to JoJo and KC, which is all my life.
I'm really gonna need you to normalize KC and JoJo. Because the group was called KC and JoJo. And the fact that it shouldn't bother me as much as it does.
Say, why is that bothering you so much?
Because the group is Casey and JoJo.
I'm trying to get to a point. I'm trying to get to a point. You keep interrupting me. Casey and JoJo. Fine, not JoJo and Casey. JoJo and Casey rolls off the tongue better.
It doesn't.
Well, for me, it does.
Because that's not the group's name.
Well, you know I'm dyslexic, so I turn things around. Anyway, Casey and JoJo. So they go from this sex CD as Jodeci and then All My Life and KC and JoJo. And they just it's a complete 180. And my boy was
all
like
graduation and wedding songs.
And my boy was like, yeah, that's a sellout. And I was like, yeah, they did absolutely sell out. They made more money, but they absolutely sold out. But it was just if I go back now and look at the transformation between each record, it's like there are different people every single record. But if they came back right now and they tried to do a new album, the hell with that. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, they were a different group because cocaine is a hell of a drug.
That is allegedly.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to put. Look, we are public
I feel
platform,
like
you have to say
Dave
allegedly.
admitted it.
No,
All right.
you got to say allegedly. You can't just say,
Allegedly, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Sure.
I mean, what you was doing was some reckless speculation, and we're gonna get into reckless speculation later, but not right now. So,
Okay.
so the point I was just trying to make is, yeah, don't change on me because I'm gonna switch up on you.
Yeah. I drop you like a bad habit. I'm sorry. I want the same thing that I've been hearing from you the whole time. I don't want you to grow or mature as an artist. And I don't want you to do that. Okay? I want you to be the same that you've been the entire time and the reason I fell in love with you guys.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna call BS on that. And I got a prime example of somebody that you were a huge fan on that did a switch up and you really rocked with it. Beyonce singing country music.
That to me didn't feel like a switch up though.
It was
And
absolutely a switch up. She's went into a whole different genre.
Not if you listen to the album. I mean, it's still very like funky. Like it still feels very much her. And yes, I love Cowboy Carter. I love everything about it.
Well, you love
and
everything that she does.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't. We've had this thing where I've discussed her acting.
I talk about her musically.
I don't want to come for I don't want the Beehive to come for me, but like,
oh, you willing to throw JoJo and Casey under the bus?
I haven't said anything that they haven't said themselves.
Hold on. That time it didn't piss you off because I specifically and purposely said JoJo and Casey, and you just let it roll.
Because I let it go because I don't like being accused of. No, I didn't say anything that they haven't said themselves.
I don't know if we could pull up any quotes that they've actually said that themselves. I don't know if that's the case or not.
JoJo, we are not the only ones in the industry that have been through this or are going through this.
Through what?
This could be the everyday struggle of any entertainer in the industry because it's not all about Casey and JoJo. Trust and believe. Everyone goes through or has some type of addiction. I don't care if it's sex addiction, drug addiction, because this industry takes you out of your element of who you are. And it's not like
he ain't mentioned cocaine. You said
that's Vibe magazine. But it's not like they haven't discussed their addictions.
Yeah, but you specifically threw that yayo out there, and we got to be careful because we could be sued now. I mean, we could have always been sued.
I think I'm giving actually. They actually had a show on TV1 called Casey and JoJo Come Clean. It's a 9-episode series chronicling the pair's attempt to overcome alcoholism and restart their. So I stand corrected. It was not cocaine.
See,
it's alcohol.
That was you out here blaspheming. And
that was
smirching names.
That's on me.
Yeah. See,
I am sorry to Casey and JoJo.
Soon as we
start getting your addiction wrong.
Soon as the podcast start making a little bit of money, we're gonna catch a lawsuit because of your reckless, your reckless ass.
I know.
Hey, Bruce, what happened to your podcast? Well, my sister said JoJo and KC was snorting cocaine. They sued us. It's all over. Did they sue you because they said that your sister said they were snorting cocaine, or because you kept calling them JoJo and KC? Both.
Yeah. It's a suit for two things. Yeah.
No.
Well,
the main audience doesn't know. How's Roscoe? How's the boy doing?
He's doing good. Did I say on this? No,
it was on the after hours.
Just happened.
It was on the after hours.
No, it was on the after hours. Yeah. So I was taking him for a walk at night, and he went into some tall grass and was bit by a copperhead snake. He is okay. I was saying earlier, I got both my dogs for the free $99, and they are the most expensive free dogs I think anybody has ever had. So anybody who has left their dog overnight at an emergency vet knows what I'm talking about and feels my pain. But he is doing well. He's back to his old self. He's actually not in his crate right now. He is chilling in the living room. I'm trying to give him more freedom and give him more, Yeah, just freedom and trust him a little bit more to be out of his crate. So yeah, he's a big boy now.
No,
So I'm proud of him.
yeah, I'm so happy that Roscoe's doing well, and
Yeah.
them emergency vets is just
Yeah.
expensive. You know, when I
Yeah.
took crypto to the emergency vet, and it was the last visit,
Yeah.
not only was I heartbroken because it was the last visit, but also got hit with this enormous bill. I was like, y'all can't do both at the same time.
You can't do both.
I know you need
can't
to
do
get your
both.
money,
But
I
you
get it.
need to mail me that bill.
Mail me
You
the
need
bill.
to mail it to me.
Well,
I am in a state.
well,
And I just
actually,
I
if they mail the bill, I'm probably not gonna pay it because they ain't got my social security number. They can't put it on my credit.
that's true.
So,
Yeah.
so that's probably the reason why they like, hey, before you leave,
Hey, you can't go anywhere
right? They said
until you pay this bill.
they was like, so we want to talk about the arrangements, and then we have the bill for everything. And I was like, okay. So, I'm just agreeing to anything on the arrangements.
It's probably like they're probably so used to how awkward it is to bring that part up at that time that they're just like, you know what? Just gotta say it. Look, there's the bill.
I actually, this is gonna sound so bad because I love awkward situations so much. I just thrive in saying stuff and throwing it out there and just wait for everybody to react. I actually wouldn't mind having that job, being like, I'm really so sorry for your loss. So I know this is a really, really tough time for you, but I got this bill to hear that I need you to take care of.
It's the fact that your tones switch up. That's the part that's annoying because you sound very empathetic, and then it's like, but I got this bill here. Like it's the tone switch up that you're a jerk.
We're gonna need you to take care of this before you leave. And then if they crying and they trying to sneak out because they all distraught crying. Excuse me, you still haven't taken care of that bill?
Oh, you're still gonna need to pay that bill.
There's a bill that's due. Can you mail it to us? No, because we ain't got no information. We ain't got your driver's license. We ain't got we got your address, but that's it. And as far as I know, if all you have is a name and an address, I don't think you can send a collection letter. Maybe you can.
Yeah, I think you can.
Maybe you can.
I think you can send anybody to collection. I don't think you need people's social to send them to collection.
I just feel like it won't go on your credit report if they don't have your social.
I don't think they need it. Honestly, I don't.
Oh,
I think they just need your current address, which you did give them.
Well, I had to give them because they had to send me his ashes and all this little stuff that they sent me. So I can't give them a fake address because I want that stuff.
Yeah. So they can put it on. They can put that right on your credit.
Well,
I think so.
My dumb ass would have been like, if they tried to mail it to me, I'd be like, I ain't paying this. They can't get me. And then I would have got a lawsuit. Oh snap! Let me go ahead and wait, what y'all need? We had to go there.
Now you calling the attorney. I want to make an arrangement. What I need to sign to make this go away.
Oh man!
Now that I know from experience.
Well, speaking of attorneys, we're gonna get into some legal stuff, not for us, for other people, in the next segment. In our news roundup, we done brought it back, and we're gonna get into that.
I don't remember us having it.
No, we did.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the rare segments that I actually have brought back. There's some other ones that I said, this is a new segment.
One time.
Did it one time, and I can't even remember what the segments are.
ADHD.
Well, it's somewhere in the notes. Somewhere in the notes. But this is also the 240th episode. So and that's just the podcast, not the YouTube exclusive for after hour shows. I think we've done.
We don't remember the things that we say.
Yeah,
guys.
I think we've done well over 500 different things. So no, I don't know what it is, but we will do the news roundup, and we will get into that next. All right, Jay, news roundup. What are we gonna start with? What we gonna start with? Why is that funny?
It was just, you put so much sauce on it. News roundup. Like it was a lot.
Hey, look.
It's fine. It's fine.
Just as I need them people to take care of that bill, news roundup. That's just where we at today.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
First thing that we're going to talk about is this Diddy trial. Now,
Okay.
I just read before hopping on here that the prosecution is dropping some charges. They're dropping some of the kidnapping charges. They
at the on the eve of the closing arguments, the prosecutors dismissed attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking, narrowing the case to the core allegations of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation for prostitution.
Now, my personal opinion is he's going down for that transporting for prostitution. The other ones are going to be a little tough to convict on. I think he was a nasty McNasty son and is guilty of crimes. But that's not the reason why this is in the news roundup. The reason why I decided that this would be funny to talk about, I don't know, funny may not be the right word, but interesting to talk about is the fact that the defense rested and didn't call any witnesses.
They
did
rested
nothing.
the case in just like 20 minutes. Like they just were like, hey, we got these text messages. See, it's consensual. And we rest our case. And it was just like,
right. So
that's because it's indefensible, right? So it's like, what were they gonna call some character witnesses?
That's a thing that one of my friends said. It was like, who's going to be on the witness stand in defense of Sean Diddy Combs? Like, they're just going to ruin their career. Like Mary J. Blige ain't getting up there to testify for P. Diddy. Little C's and Lil Kim ain't getting up there to testify. So Faith ain't walking through the door.
Not doing it. Not through the door, through the fire, nothing.
But the prosecution called 34 witnesses over nearly 7 weeks. But Diddy's lawyers believe the evidence and testimony presented were not strong enough to require rebuttal. Throughout the trial, Diddy's defense focused on cross-examination of the prosecution's witnesses to highlight inconsistencies, challenge credibility, and introduce reasonable doubt, which is all you need to do, because you got to find a person guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Right.
Defense attorneys use their cross-examination to advance their narrative that Diddy's relationships were consensual and not coerced. This approach is not unusual in high-profile cases, especially when the defense believes it has already established reasonable doubt through cross-examination. So, they just decided, they were like, look, we don't feel like y'all proved your cases. Through cross-examination, we feel like we done destroy all witnesses' credibility. We don't need to call nobody.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I don't think that's your strategy. It feels to me like not that we don't feel like we need to call anybody, but more that you didn't have anybody to call. Because the last thing that they wanted to do was actually put Sean on the stand. And I mean, it's just, who were you gonna ask?
I mean,
who are you gonna ask?
Both things can be true though, right? Like it could be that they feel like we can't get no witnesses to defend Diddy, but also their witnesses is a little shaky and we can break them. I haven't been paying attention to the trial because I know he's a nasty McNasterson. Like I know that already. And I know that he is guilty of something criminal. I know that already too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we are, if anything, he definitely owed Cassie that money. That's for sure, because we all saw that video.
My thing was, and I got painted into a corner one time where I was defending Diddy, and I was like, I don't want to be on this side. But I did think the government overreached on a lot of these charges. How are you going to have a racketeering charge? A criminal conspiracy with no other co-defendants?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about law I have to Google what racketeering means. So
it's racketeering.
I know
I forgot the I,
because
the criminal organization.
I feel like that's something you see in a lot of mob movies. So I feel like you probably know what racketeering means,
Yeah, I know
but
what
I don't.
No,
I don't.
the RICO charges is racketeering. I forgot what the I stands for. Criminal
Mhm.
organization. Where's the organization? Where if one person can't be an organization, you gotta
Can't
have
they?
no. You gotta have some co-defendants.
Do you?
Yeah. Yes.
Is it racketeer influence and corrupt organization act
Well,
is RICO?
I was close. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
Okay, so
tired.
racketeering includes a broad set of crimes like fraud, drug trafficking, money laundering, bribery, sex trafficking, and murder.
Yeah, I mean,
So
well,
yeah.
look, he should go to jail. I don't know for what. I don't know the extremes, but I just thought that was interesting that the defense was just like, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and rest. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what that means. But they also the defense had already filed for a directed verdict, citing insufficient evidence. The judge has reserved ruling on it, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But closing arguments are next, and then the jury deliberates, and they will decide, on these reduced set of charges, what's the deal.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know.
I think
I don't know what's going to happen.
I
to
don't
this
know what's
man.
gonna happen. Yeah, me neither. But
But he's definitely not King of New York anymore. Type of.
no,
He's definitely not that. Well, he was calling himself.
no,
I
that
don't
was
think.
Biggie.
You sure?
Yep, Biggie called himself the King of New York. He used to call himself the Black Frank White from King of New York.
I feel like
Diddy
called himself after
Nope.
Big was killed.
No, he never
You
called
sure?
him. I'm positive. He never called himself the King of New York. That was always Biggie.
Oh, okay. Well, at any rate,
Big is the only one that's called himself the King of New York besides Frank White. Frank White is from the movie King of New York, played by Christopher Walken.
I know that.
Lawrence Fishburne is also in that
least.
movie. That's
Yes.
Who else is out there? Wesley Snipes is also in that movie. And the white guy that played in NYPD Blue that was always like mad all the time with the red hair.
That was every last one of them.
He tried to spin off NYPD Blue and do movies. You know what? Detour. We're not focused on that. Let's ADHD.
Okay, so he never called himself that, but he has been referred to as that in media and popular culture. And then there was a article in The Root that suggested his reign as King of New York has ended. I knew I saw that somewhere.
But we weren't calling him the King of New York.
No, nobody. I don't know. We weren't doing it, but I knew I had seen it somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as far as like the RICO charges, the prosecutors are alleging that Diddy ran an enterprise that repeatedly engaged in crimes like sex trafficking and drug distribution. So that's how they got that.
Is it distribution if you give it away?
You distributed it, aren't you?
But I mean, typically when
they didn't say drug selling, they said distribution.
Typically when they don't ever, a charge is never drug selling. They say it's drug distribution. So that's why I don't think he was selling it. I think he was giving it away.
He might have been giving it away, but the fact of the matter is it's still illegal.
Yes. Cocaine mixed with ecstasy.
Illegal drugs.
Yeah, cocaine mixed with ecstasy is illegal.
Yes.
And also never had either one. That seems like a horrible combination, but okay, I guess it's a party drug. Anyway, that's enough of Diddy. Moving on to the next thing in the news roundup. Did Moneybagg Yo get work done? Okay, so some people might not know who Moneybagg Yo is. Moneybagg Yo is one of my favorite rappers. Do not ask me what's the name of his albums or anything like that. Obviously, I kept saying JoJo and Casey for one of my favorite groups.
Right.
I'm going to mix it all up. But trust me, he's one of my favorite rappers.
Okay.
She used to be a little portly, and they just did the BET Awards, and he's looking quite lean and felt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's being accused of having some work done to his face because everybody is like, Well, how did his cheekbones come up this way? And he got some stuff pulled back. He got some work done on his face. That's what they're trying to claim. Moneybagg Yo did not do that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I know that was a dramatic pause, but I'm gonna tell you why.
It was very dramatic.
I know. It's dramatic because people don't understand what getting in shape does to not only your body, but also your face. So he has often showcased his transformation on his IG page, from his workout videos, his shirtless photos, everything. In March of 2025, he posted a series of images and videos highlighting his tone, physique, and his gym routines. He's been on that. He's also talked about his diet, including his protein-heavy meals, a supplement like black seed oil and sea moss. He's openly credited his transformation to quitting lean. Lean is a codeine-based drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sipping on that scissor, and adapting a healthier lifestyle and committed to regular exercise. But people still want to claim that he got some work done. Now, this is what I will say. My weight fluctuates. I can go 20 pounds up or down, 30 pounds up or down at any point in a given year, depending on what I'm trying to do. You will see changes in my face. When I'm lean, you will see my face smaller. You will see my cheeks smaller. You will see my jawbone more defined. When I'm bulking, you will see the cheeks fuller, which will lose the jawline, and my forehead will be a little bit puffier. There's a change in your face. You lose weight. You get slimmer. You've seen it in your own face.
Yeah, guys, look at our first episode and then look at this one.
Right. And it's not...
you see the difference.
Right. It's not a... pulling something back or doing something back. As you lift weights, lose weight, things get tightened. That's just what happens.
So I'm looking at first of all, y'all cut it out. Okay. Y'all act like Moneybagg Yo was out here 500 pounds. He was slightly doughy.
No,
it wasn't. No, I'm looking at it. He had a little stomach, nothing's defined. But this man was never fat. Like, he just never was fat.
He was
and then
chubby.
I'm seeing the transformation. It looked like he lost about 30, 40 pounds. Like, that's all it is. Like, it just looks like he lost weight. He's clearly like documenting his journey on Instagram. You could just go on his Instagram and see the food he's eating. These just little steak and rice and avocado slices and stuff. Like, I saw it. Like, he's clearly documented it. Like, and y'all act like he was portly, and then the next week he's got a 6-pack. Like, no, this has been several months. It's been months. Like, that this man is trying to change his life. Like, can people grow?
But see, here's the thing, though. No, because we just said it earlier. We don't want our musicians to grow and change. We don't want people to grow and change.
We don't want him rapping different. Like, I don't want all of a sudden for him to be doing Christian rap. Like, because he's getting his life together and stuff. And he's like, I'm going to rap for the Lord. The Lord didn't ask for that. Like, for all of y'all out there, the Lord didn't ask for that. I worship how you worship, but the Lord didn't ask for some of that stuff y'all doing out there. But... But we don't want him to switch up on us. But him losing weight and getting healthier, that's not him switching up on us. Like,
I'm gonna give you a prime example how fans will turn. Big Luther and Little Luther.
And we loved Luther just the same when that curl was right and when the curl wasn't quite right. We still because Luther was the man, a Meteor Man. He had a very small role, but he was very cool. And that was Skinny Luther.
It was Skinny Luther. I'm talking about his singing. Everybody's like, oh, we like Big Luther.
His voice is still the same.
Everybody says, oh, I like Big Luther. Yeah, I mean, yes.
No.
But everybody says, I like Big Luther better than Little Luther. They like Moneybagg Yo as regular and portly. You know why? Because to them, he's like, oh, he's the everyman. Maybe one day I can do that. Now, it's like, well, wait a minute. You're going to be a multi-million-dollar rapper and be fit and lean? Like, that's not fair. Not for me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy because I do this for a living. I like to see people's transformations. Yes. But because I do this for a living, I see stuff like this all the time. People always, you thought when I went from 285 to 211
I
pounds,
thought
which
you
is
was on that
drastic,
stuff.
but I had a
I thought
goal
you
that
was
I
on that
wanted to
stuff.
accomplish. And when you hadn't seen me in all that time, and I had lost well over 50 pounds and still wearing the same clothes, you was like,
Yeah.
"Are you okay? Are you sick? Are you doing okay?" People that
I
hadn't
thought
seen
you
me in a
was on.
while were
Yeah.
like, "What's going on?"
What's happening?
It wasn't until I was like, "Well, no, let me take off my shirt and let you see." Oh,
Yeah.
okay, you're not sick, because obviously
Yeah.
you got muscles
'Cause
everywhere.
I thought you were sick.
Right.
No, I didn't think you were sick. I thought you was on that stuff.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
what
was
you
like, not
said.
my brother. Not my brother.
No, I wasn't on that stuff, okay? But yeah, people out there, Moneybagg Yo, maybe he did
This
get
is
a little bit of work done, but the work
I
that you're
don't think
seeing,
he did.
well, you
I'm
never
looking
know if
at his
somebody got a
face.
tuck or something like that.
I'm looking at his face. His face looks the same. It looks slimmer because he's lost weight, but
Mhm.
he looks the same. I don't see any. It looks like he's just been working out and eating right. And the thing is, this is a man. This is a man that got 4 kids. He's trying to be around for his kids and
Mhm.
be around, and enjoy his fame and enjoy his money, like with his health. Health is wealth. Like let this man
Let him
eat some.
live.
Let him eat some chicken breasts and brown rice in peace.
And you know what? Only the people that have never done it got a complaint. You know what? If you get off your ass and went to the gym and ate right, you would see dramatic changes in not only your body, but your face. Your face changes. Your face
Mhm.
changes. It's
Mhm.
just what happens when you replace fat with lean muscle.
No, your face doesn't change. It's revealed.
Yes, exactly. That's a good way
Okay.
to put it.
This was my face the whole time.
Yeah, it was.
It was hidden under stuff. Okay. No, this was always my face.
Mhm.
That was always Moneybagg Yo's face. It was just padded.
Also, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, when you stop using drugs, you see people change.
Yeah.
Their
eyes start to look clearer. They look better. They got a little glow about them. Yeah, it's just, you know what? I was, when we were talking about Casey and JoJo, I pulled up a picture of him recently. He looks great. He's been sober
Well,
and he
which one?
looks great. Casey.
Okay,
Casey.
because you said Casey and
Yeah,
JoJo.
when we were talking about Casey and
Yeah.
JoJo. Yes, I pulled up Casey. He looks great. So let people change, but just not their actual art. Don't change your art. And we're talking to you, Andre 3000. Now, was that flute album soothing as hell? Yes, but enough.
I wanted some bombs over
Okay.
Baghdad. I wanted some Sorry
Yeah.
Miss Jackson.
I wanted some I Choose You. I
Yes.
wanted that verse with that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Don't
change.
You know that.
Like
And
when
you
Jay-Z
know
did that grown-up rap in the mid 2000s. I was like, what is this? Man, if you all go back to talk about selling drugs,
Yeah.
that's what I want to hear. Tell me about selling drugs.
We want to hear about what it was like in the street. We know you ain't been in the street for 40 years, but that's not the point.
He ain't nowhere near the street no more. But all right, talking about somebody who ain't nowhere near the street.
Mhm.
Did you hear the news about Tyler Perry?
Now, you already know.
All right, for those.
Yes, I did.
All right,
but you already know how I feel about Tyler. So am I surprised or shocked? No.
All right, for those people out there that don't know about what's going on with Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is facing a $260 million lawsuit filed by actor Derek Dixon, who appeared in Tyler Perry's BET drama series, The Oval. The lawsuit filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court in June 2025 accuses Perry of sexual harassment, sexual assault, battery, workplace retaliation, and creating a coerced sexual exploitative environment over several years of professional interaction. So this is not funny, ladies and gentlemen. It's not.
It's not.
I find it funny because there has been many of accusations through the years that Tyler Perry is gay.
Because somebody said this, and it's so true. The closet is glass. The closet is glass. We can see you in there. Just come out.
Okay, so why I believe,
Allegedly.
yeah, thank you. Why I believe that he definitely had a relationship with this gentleman is because
No, not
of
allegedly. Being gay is not a crime.
no, I said allegedly had a relationship with this gentleman.
Oh, that's not why I had said allegedly, but
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. Okay, so because of the initial contact. So Dixon first
Mhm.
met Perry in 2019 while working as an event staff at Tyler Perry's studio event in Atlanta. Perry offered Dixon an audition.
So do you know what that means, right? So he was a
He
waiter
was a waiter or a bartender
or a bartender
or just a regular busboy.
at an event, and it's like, hey, I can make you a star.
Yes, literally. And then
Yeah.
offered small roles. And he said he's offered an audition that would lead to small roles in productions and then a promising career advancement. The lawsuit alleges
Mhm.
Perry began sending Dixon sexually suggestive text messages, some of which are included as screenshots in the legal filing. I done read a few of them. And oh
Mhm.
my God, messages
Yeah.
reportedly included explicit propositions and remarks such as, what is it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? I don't mean to laugh, but whoo, he was trying to hide this for so long. And to
Yeah.
me, you know, I talk about this so often of being authentically yourself. And me
Mhm.
watching that Luther Vandross documentary and him allegedly being
Yeah.
gay and being
Yeah.
closeted for all those years. And that is whether it's been diagnosed or not, that is what led to his eating disorder and his
Mhm.
weight ballooning because he's
Yeah.
not being his true self. And who doesn't want to be their true self? Tyler Perry, if you
Exactly.
gay, just be gay. It's okay right now.
You already rich and you live in Atlanta.
Right. It's like people are not it is
Nobody is
still, well, it's still, they still out here trying to do
well,
legislation.
the issue is his initial core audience is Christian.
Yeah, that's what it is. But
So
listen to my Black Baptists out here. That is Tyler Perry's initial audience. We all knew somebody in that choir or the choir director that was gay. We
yeah.
all knew it.
Yeah.
And we welcomed
Every,
it anyway, as long as it wasn't explicitly said. Now, that's not enough. Now, come on out. Let us know so that you can be authentically yourself. Ain't no shame in it. Ain't no shame. Don't be shameful in who you truly are.
right. But that's to the general public. But to Tyler specifically,
Jay, you got to say,
you are not a I got it's gonna take. I'm trying to figure out a way to say this tactfully.
okay.
We're not talking about you. We're not talking about you. You have used your power and influence in in horrible ways, and I'm sorry, but I 100% believe that you probably did create a very hostile and abusive work environment. That's just my opinion, based on the fact that this is not the first time people have said this. So, and I saw the text messages too.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all
So,
Google the text messages. I'm not going to read them on here.
yeah. Um, bruh, you can stay in that closet for all we care, but just stay in it though. Don't come out.
All right. So there's more. There's a physical
Okay.
assault. The complainant details several incidents where Perry allegedly sexually assaulted him. One
Mm,
specific incident cited is when Perry, after inviting Dixon to his home in Georgia, allegedly climbed into bed with him and groped him in a sexual manner. Dixon
yeah.
claims he rebuffed Perry's advances and attempted to set boundaries, but the harassment continued. Dixon alleges that after rejecting Perry's advances, he faced professional retaliation. The lawsuit claims Perry threatened his character's fate on the Oval and used his
Mhm.
influence to silence Dixon, including offering a raise and promising to produce a pilot Dixon had written, which the lawsuit claims was never intended to be made.
Yeah. Obviously. My thing is this. It's like you are Tyler Perry.
Mm-hmm.
You are rich. You're in Atlanta. It's full of the girls are out here. It's full of like, why are you harassing the hell out of this young man? This, if anything, Atlanta is the land of opportunity. You why are you harassing this young man? I mean, and it's not even cute. Like you look, y'all. I read the text messages. Google it. It's dark. It's giving thirsty.
Yeah, it's real thirsty for a person who's a billionaire. A
I
billionaire.
don't know if he is or not.
No,
but
I think Tyler Perry is a billionaire. And like for real, like if he really wanted it that bad, he could just wrote a check for $1 million. I'm sure.
Yeah, his net worth is 1.4 billion.
Yeah, I mean, he could just wrote a check. If Perry is gay, I mean, if Dixon is gay, yeah, I mean, $1 million. If what's the equivalent of Tyler Perry on the female side? Would that not Oprah? Oprah is bigger than that.
Yeah.
Who would be somebody who is young, professional? I guess there isn't anybody like that. But let's say Rihanna was 65.
Right.
Okay, let's say Rihanna was 65 and she walked up to me, hey, Bruce, do you want to have a sexual relationship? I'm going to cut you a check for $1 million. Yes, that seems fine to me.
That is your prerogative. It's also Derek's prerogative to say no to that.
No, absolutely.
Which he clearly did, because like
did he?
Because
this happened for 4 years. It was going on for 4 years from 2020 to 2024.
But I don't think he ever got with her. I think he was able to hold him off.
So he was using them
for 4 years. No, he was just trying to do his little he didn't want to go back to waiting tables at events.
I'm not victim blaming here. I'm just saying.
And also when you're up against a person who is in a position of power, you will be surprised how little you can do.
Yeah, this is true. Well, we know me. Like
you'll just fight. Yes, and that's okay.
Yes,
but like, not everybody can do that.
I mean, I get it, but it should be the default. Somebody come at you wrong, just smack him in the mouth. Whether you can beat him or not. Mike Tyson can walk up to me right now. Especially after I saw his last fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is horrible advice.
Hold on.
You will put yourself in danger.
Mike Tyson,
don't do that.
Mike Tyson can walk up to me right now, especially after the way I saw him in his last fight. I think I'll be okay. And he can say something slick.
No, I mean in general. Don't if you can get away from a situation, do that. Don't listen to him.
Well, we gotta give Tyler Perry's response to this. Tyler Perry has categorically denied the allegations, calling the lawsuit a scam and fabricated. Tyler Perry's attorney said this individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than a setup, a scam, but Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. Unless the text messages aren't real.
Yeah, they are. They are. I mean,
get a burner phone. Get a burner phone.
He would have to like send the full text, get the metadata. They can pull the phone records and get the actual text. Like it's not. He don't have to use these screenshots. Like he could get the official stuff straight from his cell provider. Like so. Yeah, I don't think he photoshopped those text messages. And then, listen, I was event staff minding my business, and you decided for nefarious purposes to proposition me.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't like dangle the carrot in front of somebody and think that they won't be like, wow, this is a chance of a lifetime. And then you turn around and you caught up in something you don't want to be in. And how many times have we seen this over and over and over again? We see this with R. Kelly's victims. We see this with Sean Combs, where they promise people with stars in their eyes the world, and you don't know that behind the scenes It's too good to be true.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what comes of this. But you know me, my
I know you don't like
default is to believe the victim.
Yeah, okay. I thought you was gonna say that your default is that you really hate Tyler Perry. But
I
yes,
do.
with that too. So
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
things. Both things are
Yeah.
true.
Both are true. Yeah.
Okay. I don't really hate Tyler Perry, but I think he definitely did this. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not
That's
accusing him.
That's our unsolicited perspective.
That's our unsolicited perspective. I'm not accusing him. I think, in my personal opinion, the evidence is pretty damning, and
but
I
in
don't
this
understand
country,
it.
you're innocent until proven guilty legally, but
Legally,
in the
but not
court of public opinion,
right.
you kiss my ass.
Okay, Jay, this show is going kind of long, but you know what? Since we're not giving anybody, well, we are. You guys can get original content on our YouTube page. But since you're not getting an original podcast for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
I guess we could go a little long.
I
Just a-
feel like we went long last week.
No, it was the week before that.
Oh, okay.
The week before
Yeah.
that, we went long. I was editing.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, because you know, as somebody who has edited, for every minute that you have recorded, it's at least 2 minutes or 3 minutes to edit.
Yeah.
And we did almost an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I'm not as
you have picked good show topics, so that's just what it was.
Or you just can talk.
That too.
Yeah, that too. All right, so this segment, and I don't know how many of these we're going to do because we're running long, but quirky questions. What?
Quirky.
That's what I said. Quirky questions.
Quirky.
That's what I said. Quirky.
Quirky.
Okay. Look, y'all got it.
It sounds. You're saying quirky.
No, I'm not saying Quirky from Life Goes On, the TV show.
That's
from
what I'm hearing.
No, that's not
what I'm hearing. It's quirky.
La da da. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
First question.
Okay.
Is it better to be an early bird or a night owl?
I'm neither. I'm a midday, like a midday sparrow. Like I'm middle of the day. I am awake. I get up early, but am I awake? No. I'm awake probably about 11 a.m. and I'm good till about 4 p.m. And then that's it. So neither. I don't know. I guess if you want to be successful, early bird.
Early bird, get that
if you want to be cool, night owl. So that's how.
My question is, how late is night owl?
Oh, night owl is you out. Owls are out
right.
all night.
But you could be in and just be up late. That's also a night owl.
I feel, yeah, that's true. But I don't know. The implication to me is like you outside.
Well, I'm actually both. I'm a night owl because I don't ever take my ass to bed at night. But I'm an early bird because I can't ever sleep through the night.
So are you doing revenge bedtime? So like you spend most of your day on tasks that, like, I guess maybe they probably bring you joy, but it's work, right? We spend most of our day working. And so there's this thing called revenge bedtime where you end up staying up really late to get some of that personal time back that you've lost during the day. So is that
absolutely? That's absolutely what it is. I'm going to be in the bed tonight playing video games. You know why? Yep. I've literally been working all day.
Yeah.
Literally, I've been up. Well, I was up at 5 o'clock this morning for separate reasons that if you pay attention to behind the scenes, I might get into that a little bit because I'm gonna throw somebody under the bus. But but yeah, I've been working all day. And I need to. I'm not going to edit this show tonight. I'm not going to start to edit the show tonight. I'm going to do it tomorrow. And I'm going to eat me a bag of chips. And then I'm going to take my shower, get in bed, and play some video games. Going to make some trades on my NBA franchise, the Baltimore Blackbirds.
Yeah,
that's been creative. But I'm also got to be up early tomorrow morning to work. And I'm going to be cussing at myself like, why didn't I take my butt to bed? But I didn't know that's what it was, but revenge time. Yeah, I do a lot of
Yeah.
revenge time. The weekend is a
Yeah.
lot of revenge time too. People are like, Bruce, what you want to do this weekend? Not a damn thing. I'm gonna sit on the couch and catch up on all the stuff that I wanted to do, which was nothing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is cereal a soup?
So no. No.
But why?
Because the milk is not the base of the cereal. Like a soup has the liquid base, right? A broth or a stock or something. And then you cook ingredients in them. You know, not all soups are cooked because you got like gazpacho, but like for cereal, you're adding milk to it. The milk and it's not one thing though.
Let me ask you a
Because
question.
you can eat cereal without milk.
Did you eat cereal without milk when you was a little kid when you woke up in the morning?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I never
put my
did.
hand right in that box
Well, okay.
that everyone ate from. I put my hand right in that box.
Didn't wash your hands or nothing.
Not at all.
It's probably
Not
picking
at
boogers.
all. Picking boogers. That was exactly what I was about to say. Was probably digging in my ear something, reach right in that box and grab a handful of Fruitios and I would eat them. Yes.
Why
In
you
fact,
throwing
that
our
was
family
my
under the bus saying Fruitios? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we ate the off-brand cereal. The only on-brand cereal that we got was Honey Nut Cheerios. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And that was my snack when I was little. Like I would just have a little bag of Cheerios.
I didn't remember that. I actually do remember little Jay with a plastic bag of some Cheerios, a snotty nose, just eating some Cheerios. I do remember that.
Eat some Cheerios. Yes,
Okay.
I eat my Cheerios. I'll eat some cereal dry. I've been doing it literally my entire life.
I'm not going to say that you're the only one. I'm going to say that you're the minority in this, that the majority of people eat cereal with milk. So that would mean that it's in part of the entire process, which would make it soup.
I don't think cereal is soup. I don't.
You eat everything in a soup without the broth. It doesn't become soup until you add the broth. Cereal doesn't become cereal until you add the...
You don't. That's the difference. You cook it in the broth. You're not cooking.
You don't always cook soups.
Cereal in the milk.
You don't always cook soups.
I think just because it's in a bowl with a spoon, like you
and it's
can't
and it's majority liquid.
Not my cereal. I got a little. I'm lactose intolerant, so I got a little bit of milk just to get the cereal.
No,
a little soft.
No, I used to drown it. I used to drown my cereal milk because I would finish the cereal and still have a bowl of milk. Pour me another bowl of cereal. Hand me 2 bowls. Ain't nothing better than that excess milk, and then add the cereal to the excess milk because it got the little sugar from the last bit of cereal, and then you add some more cereal to it. You mash it down so it get nice and soggy. Yeah.
Okay. There's an article in Virginia Law Weekly. Now, I don't know nothing about this. Okay. It is published by the students of University of Virginia School of Law. Okay, it's not some right-wing newspaper. Okay, I mean it still might be, but I don't know.
Yeah, it still might be.
But anyway, it's called "The Debate Ends Here: Why Cereal Is Not a Soup," and their ultimate conclusion is cereal pieces are not cooked or otherwise processed with milk to create one cohesive, namely soup. One cohesive whole. Like the cereal, the milk is in the cereal, but they're not together. It's not a cohesive whole. Like you don't need any soup.
All right. Anything that anybody from UVA come out with, I'm naturally against because they're our rival, and you should be too.
I am for anything that confirms my opinion about anything.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Is it better to be rich or famous?
Rich.
Completely agree. I don't need to be famous. I don't want to be known.
Don't care. In fact, I don't want any of you to know me. But I'm on a podcast, so it makes
completely
no
defeats the purpose.
No sense. Makes no sense.
Ladies and
But I
gentlemen,
would
what my
love to
sister
be
is saying,
rich and incognito. Yeah.
Yeah, but what my sister's saying is absolutely true. Even though we do this podcast,
Yeah.
we don't want to be known. We have always been people
antisocial.
Well, not only just antisocial, we like to shrink to the background.
Yeah.
I walk around and what I call my Clark Kent walk. I'm kind of slunched forward. I try to make myself smaller. I try to make myself fit into the crowd. The only time I go to my Superman pose is when I'm trying to be intimidating or peacocking. That is it.
Yeah.
It is to either get women or make people scared. That's it. Otherwise, I am Clark Kent all the time. So yes, give me the money.
I would love to. Are you kidding? Because I don't want to be famous and broke. Because what if I'm famous for being broke? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I famous for?
Jane, you never got no money. That's what she's famous for.
And now everybody's talking about me on Twitter because I'm broke. Like, I don't want to be famous for that.
Here comes Jay. You know she ain't got no money.
Right. Everybody knows, like, she chose fame over riches. Dumbass.
Yeah.
No.
All right. What about this? Is it better to live in the city or the country? Right.
Having lived in both, there are advantages to both. Like, the city is convenient, but it's noisy and it stinks. It usually smells like urine.
Unless it's Boston. Unless it's Boston.
I've never been, so
Boston
I don't know.
is a really clean city. It's the cleanest city that I've ever been to.
Well, I think it's because it's a college town, right?
I mean, every city is a college town. New York City is a college town.
Yeah.
DC is a college town.
New York goes by its own.
Yeah, New York is different. But even New York doesn't smell like pee anymore. Well, certain parts.
It kind of does.
Certain parts. But
the subway always smells like pee. But then the country is like you have the quiet and the peace, but it's not convenient. Nothing is it. You got to drive 30 minutes to get to the grocery store. Like nobody, I don't want to do that. Whereas in the city, I could go downstairs and probably on the corner, there's a corner store I can get what I need. So there's advantages to, but I don't have no peace in the city.
So I like the city better than the country. Mainly because in the city, you'll have mice and rats. And I don't want to be confronted with that, but I can deal with that a lot better than in the country where you have whatever the hell. Right? You have copperheads or rattlesnakes just going around. Like I don't want you got crazy spiders. You don't see that in the city. That also
I'm in the city. That's what's killing me.
But here's another thing though. What about when the country becomes a city? So we have so many, like we're from the suburbs of DC, right? We call it the DMV. DC people hate that. They don't ever say, people from DC don't ever say they're from the DMV. They say they're from DC. People that say they're from the DMV are from the suburbs of DC.
Yes.
But DC is very small, so everything is almost a suburb. But the suburbs that we're from became cities.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're not country anymore. They were at one time country.
They were,
but they're not country anymore.
Yeah.
I remember our grandfather telling me when I moved to Arlington, he's like, I remember driving out here on my way to work. I used to work all the way out here. That's where one of the buildings were. I was like, it was? He's like, yep, this used to be all farmland. And it was nothing but high rises everywhere. Pentagon was right there. Pentagon City Mall, which is the main mall, was right there. The airport is right there. Like just, so it was no longer country. It was city. Now, that's what I like. I like when country becomes city. Because there's still parts of that area where you can get away and it can be quiet, but you're not too far from where it can be loud.
That's true. Yeah. I'd like to live just out where I live right now. I live just outside. I'm right there. I'm right on the line.
Right there.
I'm still in a nice, quiet neighborhood, but I can get to anything in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's what I like where I'm at.
But if I had to choose, I'm choosing the city life.
I'm gonna choose the city.
Yeah, because I got to be where the action is. I don't want to be
Mhm.
involved in none of the action.
No, but I want to see
I
it.
want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it. All right, last one.
Okay.
Cats versus dog. Who makes the better pet?
Well, you already know what I'm gonna say.
But to see, here's the thing, and this is what, ladies and gentlemen, you might not know. We grew up with both. We
Yes.
always had cats. We always had dogs. We've had so many pets through the years.
Mm-hmm.
So many pets.
A little bit of everything. To be honest,
hamsters,
we've had
gerbils, rabbits. That's it.
Guinea pigs.
Well,
no, we had guinea pig. No, the guinea pig is not a hamster.
Well, gerbil,
and it's bigger. It's bigger than a gerbil.
Okay.
No, my guinea pigs were big. And somebody got us lizards at one time.
When did y'all have a lizard?
When we were living in Colombia.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, one of our aunt's friends bought us 2 lizards, and we killed them immediately. We did not keep them warm enough, and they died immediately. But fish, we've had it's run the gamut.
It wasn't our pet, but we lived with the ferret.
Oh, and the birds. We forgot
birds.
The birds.
Yep, birds.
Yeah.
So we lived with everything.
Yeah.
Cats and dogs are different, though. You get love from dogs.
Yes.
You can get love from cats too, but you get love from dogs. Cats let you love them.
I like that. I like the affection that I get from my dogs. I like cats, but I feel like cats are for people who only kind of want a pet. Like from time to time you want a pet, but then other times you're like, okay, go off and do your own thing and live your own life, cat. And I'll see you when I see you. You know, like that's how it feels to me. I don't know. I'm not really a cat person because I'm allergic to them, but
so am I.
I feel like the just the loyalty and the affection, and when I come in the house every single day, they're both at the door, jumping around, waiting for me. They know my car coming in the driveway. So like that's nice.
Yeah.
You know, if I came home to some cats, I don't know where the hell they are.
True. I have a counterpoint. Before I give you what mine is, I got a counterpoint.
Okay.
Dogs are so much more work. Dogs are
hands down
toddlers.
Yeah.
That never grow up.
Never.
They are so much a part of your life.
Yeah.
You can't do anything without planning around your dogs.
Yeah. This is the reason
Cats.
The reason I can't come home for New Year for 4th of July.
Right. Cats.
Because I got dogs.
Cats. Just give them a little bit. If you get them an automatic feeder and an automatic...
I was just about to say, if you get them that food dispenser and the water dispenser, you literally can clean that box out, the self-cleaning litter box.
Yep. You good. You can be gone for a while, especially if you got 2 cats, because they can entertain themselves, right?
Yep.
So that's the only thing. Like, if what's a better pet?
You can't leave a dog alone.
You can't. What's a better pet? It depends on how much of a parent you want to be.
Yeah.
So it's like you said.
I don't mind that my life revolves around my dogs, though. Like, I don't mind that. I haven't had a problem with it so far. It's been 5 years that I've had Roni.
Yeah. Okay. So you got Roni when you were 35. Okay. I got Crypto when I was 30. And I split with my wife when I was 32. So when I'm in the prime of my dating life, well, I don't know if it was a prime of my dating, but I acted like it. It became a hassle to be able to go out and do things because I can't leave them. I eventually I was like, look, I got to hire a dog walker. Or else, like, I'm not going to be able to do anything. I can't take no trips or do anything like that because I had him. Don't get me wrong. If I didn't want him anymore, I would have gave him up. I loved him. So I was never going to get him up. It's a toddler that never grows up that you have to take care of.
Okay, yeah, if I'm being real transparent, there are some mornings where I just want to sleep in.
And you can't.
And I literally cannot because my child is up.
They have
One
a
of my
s-
kids is up
they have a
and they gotta
schedule.
go.
They have
Yeah.
a schedule that you have
Hmm.
to stick to, because
Yeah.
when you don't, there is a problem. There'll be
Yep.
a accident in the house, or they will get
Yep.
into something because they're not getting
Yeah.
attention. You are on a schedule. They have
It's
you
every day.
every day, and you think you train them. No, 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 no. They've
No.
trained you.
Yeah.
I say all that to say this: there is no love that you get from anything that compares to a love from a dog. It
I
is
just love it.
completely unconditional. No, I'm talking about the
Yeah.
dog's love. It's
Yeah, I
completely
know.
unconditional. When they
I
trust
love it.
you, when they love
Yeah.
you, they love you to the end of time.
I mean, they are sitting outside my door right now.
I
I
know.
can
I hear
hear
them.
them out there.
I hear them.
And that because they know I'm in here
Hmm.
and they want to be wherever I'm at.
All the time.
They all the time. They just want to be in my face all the time. They love me. I love because our mother's here visiting, and every time I come in, they're going nuts. And she'll say, they were quiet all day, and then you get home, and now they're riled up. I was like, yeah, because I'm home,
Yeah. Hmm.
and they're happy to see me.
Yeah.
That's
There's a
yes,
difference.
nothing compares to that. Even the
Nothing.
days where I'm just like, I wish I wasn't a dog mom right now. I wish I could get some sleep.
Hmm.
But like, just as soon as I see them, I'm like, oh, those are my kids, man. Those are my kids.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I said all that to say this: dogs. I love cats, though. I
Yeah.
love cats, but I've only ever had cats when I lived with somebody else. I've never had a cat by
Had
myself,
yeah. Yeah.
and I would never have a cat by myself.
No.
But if I lived with somebody and they was like, "You want to get a cat?" Yeah, let's get a cat.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know what that says. There might be
I
some.
don't know.
Yeah, there might
But
be some.
yeah, I've never gotten my own cat.
Yeah.
I don't think I would get a cat.
Uh, yeah.
Well, I'm allergic to them. I wouldn't get a
Well,
cat.
I'm allergic to
So,
dogs as well, and that didn't stop me.
oh,
Yeah. Well, I'm allergic to
yeah.
everything. That's the reason why I take Benadryl every day. But
Yeah.
it's the only way I can live. But on that
Yeah.
note, Jay, what do you want to leave the people with?
Cereal's not soup. I don't care, guys. I don't care. You fight me. Fight me. I don't care. It's not. The milk, the cereal is separate. It's not one thing. Why? Because I eat my cereal dry. Like a G. Get into it.
Don't get into no dry cereal. Put some milk in that cereal and enjoy the cereal the way it's supposed to be. Cereal is supposed to have milk or be in a Rice Krispie treat. Those are the only two options for cereal.
You could put cereal on a sundae.
Some Fruity
You could put
Pebbles,
cereal on a donut.
some.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're right. This is got.
Fruitios are versatile.
If you don't stop talking about some Fruitios, we done moved past that. We are past the value. We are past the great value cereal. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for watching. And until next time, as always, I'll holla. Woo! That was a hell of a show. Thank you for rocking with us here on Unsolicited Perspectives with Bruce Anthony. Now, before you go, don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, comment, and share our podcast wherever you're listening or watching it to it. Pass it along to your friends. If you enjoy it, that means the people that you rock will enjoy it also. So share the wealth, share the knowledge, share the noise. And for all those people that say, well, I don't have a YouTube. If you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can actually watch our video podcasts and YouTube exclusive content. But the real party is on our Patreon page, After Hours Uncensored and Talking Straight-ish. After Hours Uncensored is another show with my sister. And once again, the key word there is uncensored. Those are exclusively on our Patreon page. Jump onto our website at unsolicitedperspectives.com for all things us. That's where you can get all of our audio, video, our blogs, and even buy our merch. And if you really feel generous and want to help us out, you can donate on our donations page. Donations go strictly to improving our software and hardware so we can keep giving you guys good content that you can clearly listen to and that you can clearly see. So any donation would be appreciative. Most importantly, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for listening and watching and supporting us. And I'll catch you next time. Audi 5000. Peace.